Turn the page, live your life every day. Don't let anybody
Mike Foster
stand
here.
in your way.
A little tired walking up this hill here. Doesn't mean I don't want to talk. Having a walk and talk. Ever hear that expression? Jack of all trades, master of none. What does that mean? That means that someone does a lot of little things, a lot of different things well, but hasn't mastered any of them. You know, this video is about finding that one thing that you're good at and sticking with it and doing it well. Now that's easier said than done, because going through your life changes and the journeys that are ahead of most of us, me included, although the older I get, the more I've narrowed it down, that's part of the challenge. But once you find that one thing, and you may have already have it, something you do well, if you master it, do it well, you'll be pretty happy. I'm not saying to not diversify and try different things, but do them as extensions, as enhancements, as satellites orbiting around the one thing you do well. Let me give you more of an example. The simpler the menu in a restaurant that does very, very well, so take In-N-Out Burger. If you don't know what that is, it's a burger here in the West that basically has a menu with 8 things on it. They make burgers, they make fries. They don't have chicken nuggets, they don't have salads. They have a shake, and they have different kinds of burgers, doubles and cheese. That's it. But it's the best damn fast food burger you'll ever have that I used to eat before I was a vegetarian, and this has been a long time. But one thing I know when I drive past them, when there's a line out the door and a line wrapped around the drive-thru, it's because if you want the best burger, simple, that's where you go. Now, conversely, if you walk into a restaurant that says they make burgers, but you open up the menu and it's 12 pages, and they have an Italian section, a Mexican section, an Asian section, and the burgers, there's 50 of them, and then there's 27 sandwiches, then there's fish. Oh my goodness, and then there's pizza. You get what I'm saying? They can't make all that well. They can't do every single one of those products and kick butt on each one. They can't. No one can. Do the one thing you know well, like In-N-Out Burger versus one of these chains. And I'm not saying it was Applebee's. I don't know who it was. It could be any restaurant. When you look at the cooking shows on TV, the one thing they say when they're redoing their restaurants or their brand is simplify the menu. Do 10 things, 10 menu items that you know you can kick butt on every time. Don't add another 20 that you're iffy on, and just hope that they don't order that. And that's just in the restaurant business. With your life, you may have found through your work and your endeavors that you're good at, like, math, and you're a good CPA, but you think it's boring. But you've always had jobs, you've always paid the rent, and every time you ever tried another job, what happened? You stunk at it. But every time you went back to add those numbers, you kicked butt. That's what you were put on this earth for. As much as you don't want to admit it, or maybe not be happy, embrace the fact that you have something that you do well. And then work on some other stuff on the side. Go to karaoke once a week and sing, if that's where your heart's at. Go to local theater. Learn to play the guitar. Volunteer. Go play hockey, with some friends. You're never going to make a living doing that, but you're blessed that you do one thing well. Something that you're good at. For me, I think this is one of the things I do well. And I'm very, very lucky that I do it well. I've always wanted to be a writer. I've been writing for 25 years. I've never made it as a writer. I know that's not the thing that's going to butter my bread. I've tried different kind of jobs, but I've been in the same industry for over 30 years. It's a long time. And the one thing I do well is that's manage people. Even though you get burnt out doing it, and believe me, this video is not how to deal with the burnout of the one thing you do well. That's another video. Because there's going to be burnout. Even a professional baseball player who loves coming up at bat and hitting balls and running in the outfield and catching them is going to have some burnout. But again, I'm very good at managing people. I just have a way. I enjoy it. But all the minutiae in between, the paperwork, the administrative stuff, oh yeah, I don't like that. But it's part of the job and you got to do it. And I'm blessed that I have something that I do well and I can be fairly compensated for it. So I hope you find out what you're doing well, or you already have something that you do well and you keep doing it. And remember, just because you do one thing well doesn't mean you can't do other things. So. But that one thing you do well, you're going to get a lot out of it and be very successful in life. And the other things, you got to still pursue them. Just don't put all your eggs in that basket. And again, that's another video for another day. Until next time, peace.
Live life 365